Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir. Happy birthday, Kathleen.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kathleen. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. It's a good thing you're not being tested on your singing ability.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone.
Are you ready to go today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back.
North Las Vegas has one of the hardest academies. This is nothing.
You are North Las Vegas recruits. You lift your chin high.
If you don't give it your all while you're on the training ground or while you're out there fighting a fire, somebody could die. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to see we made it through an entire evening with everyone passing their fire test for that evening. So good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any injuries this morning?
No, sir.
Paul, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
How's your arm?
Still sore, sir.
Still sore?
Yes, sir.
Did you do some ice and stuff on it last night?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's like a cream more than like a full gel because it gives a smoother shave, and when you go both ways, it doesn't leave bumps.
Yes, sir, because of the bumps in it, like kind of cuts it. It's hard to shave.
This workout today is going to be, if you bust your ass, you will be rewarded. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So it's an 8-round workout today. It'll be 4 rounds, and then you'll get a 2-minute break, and then you'll do 4 more rounds. If everybody makes the time cap during that first 4 rounds, you will be rewarded your last 4 rounds. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I will go over the workout in depth after you guys stretch. You guys already stretched?
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool. So we're good to go. Yeah, they should have plenty of time for recovery if they work hard. If they don't work hard, then they won't have any recovery.
But that was the same this morning, right?
Huh?
It was the same
Yeah.
this morning.
One of my big things that I tell the recruits when we come out is that if you work hard, you will be rewarded. But if you don't work hard, you're going to end up paying for it. And so every workout that we do is inspired by that. So if the recruits work hard, they will find that they will have a longer rest period. But if they don't work hard, they will find that they continuously have to work. So we're going to find that out this morning. Run around the weave bank, come back, and stay on the outside of the cones to come back to this pad. Everybody with me still so far?
Yes, sir.
Once you get back to the pad, you are going to do 10 burpees. After your 10 burpees, you are going to do 15 push-ups. After you do 15 push-ups, you're going to do 20 air squats. Okay? Once again, you have a certain time limit to get that done. I'll tell you this, we did this workout this morning at 5 a.m. this morning. You have plenty of time. If you work hard and you bust your butt, you will have time to rest. If you don't, it will be one continuous workout. So go out there, bust your butt, and you will find yourselves recovery time.
Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is a teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the gold. It's one heart, one show, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Get some water. I think that is really worth mentioning is that as a cadre, we come out here and we vet all of these workouts. So we've done all of these workouts. We've tested the times. We've tested how hard the workouts are to make sure that this is something that is realistic for the recruits to be able to complete. We don't want to put the recruits through anything that is an unrealistic workout that we're not willing to do with them. Here's a moment of truth. Remember we talked about integrity, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. No one's in trouble yet. If you shorted me on any reps, now's the time that we're going to make up for those, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Raise your hand if you shorted me on reps. It doesn't mean you did it intentionally. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. I want 8 burpees. On you, class leader.
Hurry up.
Put your hands up in the air when you're ready. All right, my count. All right, ready, down.
I only asked you to do a cadence and do a run, right?
Yes, sir.
I like the effort and attitude. You guys took it upon yourselves. You guys did an entire another round. You guys came together as one, and you suffered as one. That's the kind of stuff and the kind of effort and attitude that I'm looking for every single day. All right? I told you you'd be rewarded for when you work hard, all right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the kind of motivation I want to see throughout this academy. That's the kind of drive that tells me that you want to be here by taking that extra effort. So thank you.
Farmer, you need to put Bodine on your shoulders so you can walk around like the crane.
Let's ask TRT for the boat.
What's the whole boat?
No, we're going to do that. No, when we do the boat, we're going to go past Chief's office. All right, there you go.
Oh, I did that one too.
Thanks. How did that go?
Went all right. So the recruit was spoken to and admitted that there was a problem, and it was addressed, and they received some demerits for it. So pretty much they admitted that they were in the wrong, and they understood what the problem was, and they were advised that this is their one and only warning, and if it continues to progress, the consequences could be worse.
All right, good. I mean, that's what we have to do. We have to stay on top of them and make sure they understand the expectations of the department and our expectations, you know, going forward in this academy, if they're going to be successful. So thanks for doing that.
Into me giving them that warning, did they mention it at all?
Yeah, they did end up mentioning that. They did say that, excuse me, they said that they were advised by an RTO that they were doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing, and they did acknowledge that, but they said that they actually didn't do what they were supposed to after that conversation.
That's exactly it, yeah.
So, but like I said, this person thought that they only did it once or twice, and I told them that it was a multiple reoccurrence, so that's the reason why we had that conversation. So.
That's one of the big things about this academy is instilling the core values from our department, and integrity being one of them, because when we question somebody, 9 times out of 10 we already know the answer to something. So we expect that when we ask somebody a question about something that they did or didn't do, that they give us an honest answer up front, and it's not something that we have to go fishing for. So in this situation, the recruit was forward with the information, and we were able to address the problem, and we shouldn't have any more issues going forward, but they do understand that this won't be tolerated in the future PT sessions. We're out here still working on basic level skills, still working on ladders, 5-inch connections, hose pulls, 24-foot ladders. You may notice that some of the recruits are not out here in turnouts yet. As everybody else, we're having supply chain issues as well, but we're continuing to press through. What we've done is start to ramp up some of the training now, and we're working with them on time constraints so that they can meet their MSCs for their benchmark qualifications.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a one.
4, 2, and 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Check the climbing angle. I don't know you're done.
Good.
She did right. She grabbed it. She didn't do the full-on coat method. She just grabbed it, went over her shoulder. She grabbed the right coupling and advanced. Once she advanced, she noticed that all she needed to do is one flip. One flip, easy.
24 was good. I can tell that, you know, for the ones that haven't thrown the ladder before, it's just uncomfortable for them, but they'll make progress. But I can tell there's a few that when it comes to throwing it, they're like, they need like that help. And I'm like, look, the button is the one getting evaluated. Don't forget, like, you're working with each other.
Okay.
So for the most part, 2-person was good for the 24-foot.
Okay.
I told her 2 times, and I was like, look, this is my 2nd time telling you, like, your fingers, you need them. Don't hurt yourself. Like, just the way she's on the ladder like this, even just putting it down, I'm like, look, if as soon as that person lets go of that ladder, it's gonna fall on your finger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't have steel fingers. Like, you have steel-toed boots, but not steel fingers. So
We'll address it again at the end of the day, because
We're still back out here, day 3 of week 2. We're working on inward and outward swinging doors, knot tying and hoisting, along with hose pulls, and also learning how to manipulate a charged hose line today.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a one. Yeah. steer clear.
I'm going to talk to you guys about the tax that we've been doing throughout the academy. So throughout the academy, every single day, we get something called a tax. And what the tax is a daily exercise that we do through the rest of the day. And it's all based on integrity. So the cadre doesn't check in on what we do. It's on us to make sure that we get that. So today, we had 60 minutes of a plank throughout the entire day, and then we had 100 squats as well.
Once I confirm that you guys know how to tie the knots, then you guys will just pair up into teams and you guys will start timing each other, all right?
Fire rolled all the way down the hallway, right up that freaking hole, right into the attic.
How about now? You feel that air? What is that called? What are we doing? What kind of effect, what kind of principle are we using right now? Positive pressure. Not positive pressure. It's called the Venturi principle or a Venturi effect.
All right, guys, so today we're gonna be going on a 2.5 mile run with the recruits, and we're gonna be doing some sprints along with them. We're gonna keep around that 10-minute pace mark, and if anybody falls back, we'll adjust as necessary. But we're gonna be going down the trail today, so the camera's not gonna be able to stick with us, but we'll just have some fun, and like I said, we'll have a good time with them. So if anything happens, just keep your phone on you and give a phone call if we need it.
They're getting inspection order right now. So for the inspection, this will be their first time they're gonna do SOG quiz. So SOGs are gonna be pertinent to our department. And so they did get a couple SOGs yesterday to study. And so we'll see how they do. And we'll be doing that during inspection right now. We had a couple SOGs yesterday, your first round of SOGs. So we're gonna see how you guys do with learning the guidelines for our department. So Anderson, what was one of the SOGs to start memorizing?
Properly backing an apparatus, sir.
Properly backing an apparatus. You arrive on scene and you get there and you can hear the patient screaming, help, 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 but the door is locked. Yes, what can you do?
Request PD, notify dispatch, and forcible entry, sir.
Forced entry?
Yes, sir.
And what justifies your forced entry?
Communication and or visualization with patient, sir.
Can you justify on an alarms call, you arrive there, there's no alarms, no smoke, no water, forcing entry into the property?
No, sir, we will not force entry into that structure. We will notify, we will try to gain access by a knockbox or notify the security officer or the person in charge before we enter that building.
Good job. So that was your guys' first couple rounds of SOGs. So again, you guys did a good job. With your SOGs, those are guidelines pertaining to what we do for our department. So moving forward, you're gonna get more that pertains to what you guys are training on. So it could just be backing, forced entry are the first two, but we also have things pertaining to a positive pressure ventilation, if we're doing that type of attack, when we have to coordinate with fire attack and vent group. So you guys will have a better understanding of all that and how it pertains to what our department does. So good job, and we'll go from here. Only will be doing SOGs that are very simple, like these first couple of ones were fairly simple, just to kind of ease into the whole memorization process, because some of them do get lengthy. But moving forward, we'll have positive pressure, high-rise operations, when it comes to rehab, hostile MCIs, mass casualties. There'll be different ones too, where they should be having a good understanding of those types of situations, because they could be either on their own, just them and a partner on a rescue and come across something like this. And it's also good to just have that information memorized too when you're out and about during those calls, because they can become stressful, but good training in those times will help them a lot, especially in those stressful times.
Yes, sir.
On me.
Yeah, I'm calling you.
Let's go.
No one here has time for that.
If anybody drops their legs, bends their legs, we will restart. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. If you guys want this, it's in your hands.
Dig deep and show us that you want to be here.
Don't quit, come on! Almost there, keep it there! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
You gonna quit, Paul?
Yes, sir! Let's go, Paul!
Hold it! Don't jump up!
Let's go!
Hold it!
Down!
Yes, sir.
Hey, that was 55 seconds. You guys mentally pushed yourself. Good job. You encouraged each other. That's what we're looking for. Okay? You push past that 30 seconds. I told you you can do it. That's what we're looking for every day of this academy. Is that understood? Yes, sir. On your feet. Yes, sir. Hydrate.
Make sure your squares look
Hey, go my platoon. So today we went for a PT run. The mission of the run was to stick together and run a 10-minute mile pace along with doing sprints. We had a couple of recruits that started to fall off and started to make that harder on their fellow recruits, and they had to do extra sprints because their other recruits fell behind. So due to that factor, we came back and everybody had to pay for it. We brought them together as a team and they pushed. They were told that they had to hold legs up for 30 seconds. They actually pushed together and came together and held it for 55, so they accomplished what they needed to do.
Take it quick. Let's keep this hustle up. You made them proud with the 55 seconds. Let's show them that we can get ready fast and get ready, because this is gonna be cool. We're gonna get to go to the cannery. So we're gonna start getting to put some of this stuff to real life, okay? Yes, ma'am. So let's keep the hustle up. You got this.
Way to keep your heads up, guys.
Yeah, good stuff, guys.
Let's go. We're a team. We rise and fall as a team. You got this.
I was like, one with us. Two with us. We're doing the leg lifts.
They just want to see that we don't give up. And everybody's gonna have different strengths and weaknesses.
You know I be on the what? Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear.
We're out here at the cannery garage facility. They're allowing us to come on their property and utilize it for some training, and we thank you so much, especially being in the city of North Las Vegas. We thank you, cannery. So today, Captain Fry is discussing high-rise packs, how to deploy them, and also how to utilize everything in the high-rise bag. Captain Fry is also going over how to properly assemble the high-rise pack for deployment again when necessary.
The reason we have this extra is because when you're making your folds on the female side, watch your hand. You see how some are real short, some are long? You have to come all the way up here. If you come all the way up here with all of your folds, it sucks up this extra part. So we'll reload it after this evolution. All right, so they're on the same side now, right? Now we're going to move all this all the way around. Bring it, take it out. Towards you. Nozzle all the way back towards me. Bring it up. In a real world situation, you're not going to have 3 or 4 people stacked up right here. We're going to strategically stage ourselves on the hose line like we spoke about, right? So once the nozzle's in position, the captain, or if we have an extra body, goes to this landing, sets that loop, hose gets charged. Nozzle firefighter can bleed and set pressure in the hallway. Once they make their push inside, the captain's going to reposition up with the nozzle person. This is taken care of now, right? We have 50 feet unimpeded line going in.
So we're about to run the second evolution here at the cannery. Today we're teaching them vertical standpipe. We're making our own standpipe with our 2.5. So we're training them as if there's a car fire up in the parking garage. We can get our water supply up there and attack that fire. So they're gonna go through it again, hoist some hose up, and then advance attack line.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear.
So you guys can see it's a lot of work to get up here. Imagining you're in full gear, SCBA, masks and everything. You know, you get up those stairs and you're pretty smoked out, right? So, and again, that's why we do all that PT. You know, at the end of the day, I told you everything we do has a reason, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and that's the reason why we do that stuff. It incorporates pretty much everything. Legs, core, arms, pretty much got a full workout of pretty much everything that we do in PT, just doing one evolution, right? Yes, sir. So, and you can imagine like when you're under stress, smoke's out, fire's out, you're all hyped up, adrenaline's going. So that even adds another whole element to that whole process, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right, cool, good job. Let's get it drained out and we'll bring it back down. Here we are wrapping up week 2. Making sure I don't get water dunked on me again. So we've done a lot of different things this week. The recruits have practiced ladder throws, forcible entry, hose deployment, hose manipulation. Today we've actually worked on elevated car fires in a parking garage. All this stuff is encompassing some training that we're going to be doing next week for a multi-story commercial structure. So they'll be able to use all of these skills that we've taught them. We've also lost a recruit this week, so that does happen, but we continue to press on. And the upside of this whole thing is that all these recruits that we're working with now seem to be grasping the skills very quickly, so it's allowing us to do some new skills and some cool events. I look forward to talking to you in week 3. I'll see you then.
The cadre for class 2022-2 is the best cadre ever. Captain Bodine, you can't find any other captain like him.
All right, cut.
Did I do all right, sir?
You did just fine.